are not held. They are not connected with, and they do not feel like they belong. And in fact, when you don't feel like you belong to something, you can diminish it, you can destroy it, and you can step away from it. When you don't feel like you belong to each other, when we as human beings don't feel that we belong to one another, we do terrible things to one another. Right? There's terrible things happening in our community, done to each other by our young people. That's our responsibility as adults. They do not feel like they belong to us. They do not feel like they belong to one another. I believe that our schools, in our communities, are places that need to be designed to belong. So one of the powerful things about Denmark and what they've done is they stopped building buildings and putting kids in them, and they started designing places for children to be together, and then figuring out what those kids need to be successful. They designed buildings, so they didn't just start with curriculum or beliefs. They actually did bricks and mortar to get different, around an ocean of belonging. We have to belong to one another, folks. And I tell you what, as a young person, many of the stories that we've heard, those were my stories. You know, I am not a person who had the family and support and things to lean on. You know, many different schools and more than 10, and never the same elementary school the same year, and different families, and attacked, dog sicked on me, beaten up by care providers, all of those things. But you know what? Other people cared. Other people did the right thing. Other people developed a sense of belonging and care. And I tell you what, I care, and every day this city and this system has to care about our kids. And I heard some people in the organizing of this, that there were different, some people were upset about who was getting what, and Max was approached about, you know, hey, your picture's not even on that thing, and it's a school district thing. Folks, that doesn't matter to me. What matters to me is that if one of our young people, if one of you makes a different kind of connection with one young person, and one more young person graduates, one fewer of our youth does an act of violence or feels a sense of connection, one ripple of hope, one time makes a huge difference. That's what we have to be here about, right? And we heard from young people talking about a sense of belonging. We heard them talking about when people care about me, I feel like I will rise to that expectation. We heard the sense of caring, concern, connection, that by design, some of our schools are that way. And I'll tell you what, not every one of our schools is like that, and not even every classroom in every school. How do we actually create